Greetings, YouTube. Today we're looking at a Toob. That's T-O-O-B. This is from Sephardi Limited. Recommended for ages 3 and up. Joking hazard, small parts. And this is the creatures, deep sea creatures. And my wife really liked this, and I really liked it, so I got it on sale. I think I paid $7 for this. Normally like 10. Smacking one of my lights over here. Trying to shake everything loose. There we go. Okay, we'll do one thing at a time. Here we have a very large mouth fish. This is very rigid plastic. It does have some flex, but the body is pretty much utterly rigid. And the sculpting on this isn't great, but that's a wonderfully menacing creature. And here we go. Here's your scale. For 25mm figure, and that's I have the price tag on that, and that's a monster. That's gonna eat the whole arm and shield right there. Then we have an eel, which has this tentacle that comes off its chin and a nice S shape, good face, nice eyes. Big jaw, lots of teeth, and again, this would make a good monster, either subterranean or benthic in the ocean. Excellent choice. Or if you were like in the astral plane, and it can come wafting towards you. Here we have another very stiff. This fish is actually translucent. I don't know if you can see my finger moves below it. Look at those eyes. Big, rosy pink, almost slightly fluorescent. Very simple design. There's not a lot of paint on here. There's a little bit of detail, but just creepy as all get out. You know what I mean? And again, make a good scale for 25mm figures to menace the crap out of them. Now, you want to worry about being eaten by something? Worry about being eaten by something. That's a huge gullet that can eat pretty much anything it can think of. I believe this is supposed to be bioluminescent. I'm not positive. But again, some kind of eel-like fish. Tiny little fins. Tiny little fins. But yeah, wonderfully menacing. And again, could be used both underwater or in the astral plane of some variety. Here we have... Boink, 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 boink. There you go. The anglerfish. And this is actually partly translucent. You can't really see. If you look in there, I can actually see light slightly through like this fin. And they just painted the outside. And it was done in 2 sections. This jaw is separate from the body itself. And that's just cool. And again, very dangerous, very deadly, very cool, and very creepy. Here we go with a very strange type of squid-like creature. I don't know what this is supposed to be, because it's only got 2 tentacles. I don't know if this is supposed to be an actual creature, or they've just minimized it for the purposes of the sculpt, but it's supposed to be like a glass creature, so it's completely translucent. And there are fish and things in the ocean that are completely translucent for camouflage. So this could be it. And eyes on stalks, which is wonderfully creepy. I can see this being the pet of like a mind flayer, the elithids. That would be really cool, floating in the air. And again, a good scale for 25mm figures. Hey, let me hug you. And then we have my favorite, which is some kind of pill bug or something. I keep getting white crap from objects on my table. I don't know what the heck I got on my table. I gotta figure that out and clean it. It's like the 3rd object I've gotten something on today. But wonderful sculpt. This is just, look at the sculpt on this thing. That's just beautiful. What's it got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 legs. Armor. This could be used in so many ways. Fallout, post-apocalyptics in general, fantasy, science fiction, benthic, on the surface, semi-aquatic. The uses for this thing are endless. You imagine trying to fight this thing with armor like this? This is just phenomenal. I'm really impressed with this thing. I think it's very, very cool. So yeah, I was very happy to get this set. It's got some really cool creatures in there, and this is my favorite. He's like, you make a great pet. I want to pet one of these. Don't know what scale I want. I don't know if I want to find. I don't think I want one that's quite that big. So I don't know what this thing eats. At that scale, anything it wants. But yeah, this thing is cool. I'm really glad it's here, and I'm glad it's in my collection. And definitely, any of these could be used for miniatures and menace the crap out of your adventurers.